Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War review video. We are on Honey Raptor's account. Interesting name, very cute. This account wants me to talk about what he could work on to improve his account, and to me it's crystal clear what he needs to do, but I think he's going a little too quickly, a little too overboard, trying to do a lot of things without going through steps. Because to be fair, I think when you start an account today, let's say if I started a new beginner's account, I don't think I'll be striving to do GB12, DB12, and R5 all at once, because it doesn't work that way. You need to get certain runes up to a certain rune quality to be able to start ramming through those content, farming it non-stop, so on and so forth. Don't get me wrong, it's gotten much easier to reach that point. From the Abyss hard introductions, or from the Abyss introductions, the B12 dungeon, I guess, gotten a lot easier compared to it was before, and the amount of better runes that you get, or the fact that you just get 6-star runes at a certain point, is a huge improvement, which allows you to obviously get to the point where you want to do Abyss hard for all the dungeons and run R5 to get the best runes that you can. But this account is not doing that, and let me show you guys what I mean. So if you look at the profile of this account, if you look at the record, he's been playing for, the account has been created for 3,200 days. I don't want to say he's been playing for, because a lot of people hate the fact that I say they've played for 3,000 plus days. Yeah, that's not a real valid statement, because a lot of people take breaks. So let's just say that this account was created for 3,000 days, 3,000 plus days. However, we can't deny the fact that this account had so much potential, had so many more times that it could have came back on to start grinding, and it could have came up to a certain point where if he took advantage of all the rune events and such, he should have an abundance of good runes and also a good box. Sadly, the record really doesn't reflect that. Arena shows F3, World Arena shows F2, but he's in the G1 guild, so maybe he's enjoying siege content, but the other PvP, he's not really improving there. However, it is explained by his dungeons, because if you look at it, these dungeon run times are atrocious. Let's just look at the main dungeons. I'm not going to look at these because they're less of an importance, especially if you don't have the first 3 done. So Giants, Abyss Hard, 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Dragon Lair, Abyss Normal, 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Necropolis, Abyss Normal, 7 minutes and 11 seconds. He did tell me that he's not doing these Abyss floors because he fails too much, and he's just running B10. But at the same time, he wants to do Solo R5. It looks like he has a team, but doesn't look like that's a Bale team. So, guys, do we even have to continue on the review? Because we know what this account needs to do to improve. First of all, get a damn GB Abyss Hard team. Get a DB Abyss Hard team. Now, Necro, less of an importance, but you do want to work on that as well. And then obviously after those, you want to do Solo R5. You could technically work on Solo R5 just by farming GB12 or GB Abyss Hard, because it technically gives you all the runes that you need for it, aside from Will. So you could farm a little bit of Necropolis, so you could farm a little bit of Necro to get those Will runes, but technically all the damage runes you could get from the Fatal set. But I do think after running a few of these other dungeons and then sliding into Solo R5 is good. During the meantime, you could do Solo R4, because again, it should be more than enough if you do have the Bale team. Let's go take a look at his box, because I think his box is actually stacked. He has a lot of units. I believe he has LDNAT 5s. So let's see. Fire, he's not missing much. Yeah, it looks like he's a collector. Maybe he was more of a collector. He's filling up his Pokédex. He has almost everything. He's just missing like Kumar, Rakan. Nora's pretty big. Nora. Okay, it's some stuff up here, but really, I think he has most of the stuff. For water, okay. He's missing a few things. It looks like he's missing the totemist stuff. Abelio's pretty big. That's about it. Wind. He has Pyeongchar. Okay, that's good. Missing a few things up here. Missing Sonya. Missing Jameer. Okay. Now LD5s. Okay, he has Udong. Interesting. Didn't see a whole lot of that. He has the Light Ryu. Probably one of the best damage dealers for Arena. For Dark, he has a Dark Ryu as well. So he has 3 LD5s. Runes. Whoa. 344 runes in his box. Am I expecting high rune quality? Obviously not. How can I expect good rune quality when he can't do B12 dungeons or Abyss Hard dungeons? There's just no way. Okay, this could be 28. And that's it. Woo. I was like, holy crap. Maybe all of these are premium runes. But no, obviously not. He does have 1-2 good runes here and there. Sometimes he just doesn't have a rune that's good too on a slot. Yeah, only slot 1 and 3 were decent, but everything else is pretty lacking for an account this old. Again, yes, you can take breaks. Violent. Okay, again, 1 great rune there, missing grinds. Okay, slot 3 is pretty much garbage. Slot 4, okay, I got the good rune right there. And then slot 5 is also pretty bad. And slot 6, whoa, awesome rune where you're missing grinds and gems. So this is technically why he wants to do R5. But I think if your rune quality does not support it, you should at least start with R4. Will, very bad, but you don't need great will runes. Okay, that's a good one. For solo R5. Because technically the R5 team, the ones that need will, don't really need a whole lot of speed stats. They just need like damage, tankiness, or the opposite, no tankiness at all. And it looks like you have some, so that's good. Despair. Slot 1 is nothing. Okay. Slot 3s, there's options. Slot 5, there's 1. Okay. So it looks like you have a few good runes that needs grinds and gems, and then obviously a lot of slots that are lacking compared to those other slots that do have those 1 or 2 runes. I'm not going to look at intangible because there's no point. He's not doing Abyss stuff. There are no intangible runes. I'm not going to even look at artifacts, but I want to tell you just from this, don't try to do everything all at once, because I am 100% sure that you can do GB Abyss Hard. I can make your team that's very safe. That's faster, way faster than what you are running. Same with DB12, DB Abyss Hard. Same with Necro, but not all at the same time. Yes, they could be safe. They might be a lot slower, but I'm pretty sure maybe at least 2 dungeons. I think we can make a GB Abyss Hard team and a DB Abyss Hard team that's fairly safe, that's decently fast. And also at the same time, I'm pretty sure we can make a solo R5 team. Did you have Bale? Yes, we could make a solo R5 team. I've worked on accounts that had pretty much worse rune quality than this, and it still worked out. Also, I want to add that you could get a better arena record. You're level 100, you should have all your towers done, right? Man, Summoner's War made a great improvement on that. With your current rune quality, I am confident that you could get C1+. This is a global server. You could get C1+. Easy. You could get probably like C3 too if you rush well. Maybe even P1. RTA, more questionable. Looks like your best score was F2. Easily F3 record. Maybe even contesting C1. Kind of questionable there. But you do have the units for it. So I'm pretty sure if you play enough, you could get there as well. Now, skill ups are a thing. So I'm talking about in the aspect where the core units are scaled up. You have so many units. Maybe you're spending on the game. Make sure that you're using units that are only scaled up. For certain units, for most of them, there are some that could work without it. But you know, like Laika, I think it needs scale ups for it to work well. But it looks good here. You have most of these scaled up. You are using a very interesting team. I don't really see the color of it, but I do see teams that can be formed. Obviously, there are speed leads, there are speed threats, there's bruisers, there's control. It could all work, but at the same time, I don't understand why you have Borgnine. Borgnine is not really too good in RTA. Actually, everything else, it is technically usable, so. But I would make a much smaller box than this. Much smaller. You have 28 units, probably be like 15 units. Like get rid of half to see some better results. Because right now, I think you're spreading out too many runes. I mean, you barely have any runes, right? You have 1,000 runes. Okay, maybe you have some runes, but we know from your rune quality, we looked at it together, that your rune quality isn't that great. So knowing that your rune quality isn't that great, there are only a few that you really can... Now, you can use them for RTA, but there's only a few that could compete in RTA. So knowing that, I think your box needs to be much smaller. I'll give you a little more pointers here. Now, your defense is pretty much trash. I don't know what you're trying to do. Go slow, or I wouldn't go slow because you have most of the units. Go aggressive. You had some math, right? I think in lower level, around the C1 to P1, P2 mark, I think going aggressive and trying to get defense wins is a good way to play the game. I've seen success with it, helping other accounts, and they've gotten C1 to P2 improvements fairly easily. So I want you to do something like that. And to do that, I'll probably run something maybe like this. You have Kinky. Pyeongchar is cool too. You could add Pyeongchar, right? If you had Kinky, that'd be cool too. Let's take this out and see if you have Kinky actually. If you have Kinky, that'd be awesome. Because in low level, Kinky still works. No Kinky. Yeah, no Kinky. That's fine. That's fine. I think this type of defense will work just as well. But the problem is, there's a lot of water and wind here. So it could be easily cleavable. If anything, you can switch this with probably like a Rakan, a fire unit. I think a fire unit is most desirable. A damage dealer like Rakan or Perna. Or you switch this. Becomes a little less aggressive if you switch this though, because I think Samath is like the pinnacle of aggressive AD. You'll put Vanessa, which is very common, right? I think this will do a lot better. You'll see so much more success. Right now, what? You're getting 0%. Okay, you got a 30%, but in F2, come on. And a 25% in F3. With your rune quality, I think you get a much better record in this low rank. Obviously, as you climb, you'll get lower win rates. Now for AO, what are you doing? Like, what's the point of Udong here? Like, you want to do more crit damage, yes. I understand that part, but you really, the AO's safety gets diminished immensely without a cleanser. Now, sadly, I believe this guy does not have a lead, or at least a lead that's helpful. Just put that, just put Leo. Oh wait, you don't even have to put the Galleon. You know what they gave us? They gave us Jasmine. That's a much better unit in this case if you have the light rune. But do you have Jasmine? Please have Jasmine, come on. Jasmine was Hoa, I believe. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. If Jasmine was there, it'd have been awesome. You have Delphoid. I mean, you could put Galleon for now, but I think there are better options, like the Dark Cookie. Do you have Dark Cookie? I mean, I think a pushback is still better than anything. But Jasmine is better because it also has to reset. It looks like you don't have the Dark Cookie either. Okay, just go with Galleon for now. You have no other choice. So you could do that. Here, you could also make a Leah team, because you have Leah. And this will be for the fast team, so you'll want to use Escher with you. And also another Galleon, so remember to make another Galleon, because it looks like you only have one. So there'll be another Galleon there. I'll just put these together for now, but it means that you have to make another Galleon, okay? And then here, you want a bomb team. I mean, you have the team, so why not? Why not go the bomb team? You have all the units that I use for the bomb team, and it works well. So why not copy it? Did you also have Cian? Why not have C? Okay, no Cian. It looks like you are missing some units that I would love you to use. You also have Christina, which is great. It looks like you're lacking another bomber, AoE bomber. Do you have Libly? No. Okay, you'll want another bomber. If I can't find it, you could always add it, or you could build Cian, like I said. I mean, this is a bomber too, but it's way too unreliable. So yeah, probably just go for the Cian. So I'll just run these top 3 teams, and I'm telling you, you can get easily C1+, you could get C3, and I think you could get P1, P2 with a good rush. So that is it for my review. Like I said, you're going a little too fast. Don't try to do all these things at once. If you're failing Abyss hard, it means you're failing Abyss hard. It means you have to do that. That's homework 1. If I created a beginner account today, my homework 1 will be farm until I can make a GB12 GB Abyss hard team. Right now, I see that you have the units easily because you have so many nat 5s, and then you have the rune quality to easily do GB Abyss hard. It makes no sense, absolutely no sense. No sense. I can't say enough that you're getting these times. No sense. You're doing something wrong. If you need help, reach out. That's it, guys, for this review. If you guys want account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. If you guys want account improvements, please join my Discord. I'll see you guys next time.